Rob Perry joins us now with sports. Auburn having an incredible season, but they've been having a tough time with that one team.
Those Wildcats kind of growling the wrong way for the Tigers, I guess.
It's like the monkey on their back.
Monkey on their back, and they didn't get it off today either. A big day for Auburn. Tigers tipping off against Kentucky in an SEC tournament semifinal matchup. The Cats shellacked Cliff Ellis's crew earlier this season. Today, Auburn looking for a win, some revenge, and a chance to play in tomorrow's championship game. Sports Channel 19 sports director Steve Johnson was courtside at the big game and has the wrap from Atlanta.
The Auburn Tigers, a team trying to erase one of their few bad memories this season. They wanted to avenge an early season loss to Kentucky, but the tournament-savvy Wildcats had other ideas. The Cats scored early and often. Michael Bradley gets the layup. Scott Padgett cans the three-pointer. Desmond Allison hits from long range. This as Auburn not able to get anything going offensively. No one hitting from long range, and except for Chris Porter, no one hitting any kind of bucket for the Tigers. Kentucky gets out to a 16-point lead, the Tigers having problems.
It just came out hot, so we knew we had to get down and play hard defense and try to dig back into that lead.
At the half, the Wildcats up 11 points. Auburn shooting just 25% from the field. In the second half, Auburn looking for some kind of spark, any kind of offense. Jay Hurd tries, hitting this three-pointer. The Tigers able to get the margin to 6, but then the Cats get a little lucky. A bank shot three by Prince makes it a 9-point Kentucky lead.
If it was a boxing match, they still win. But it could have turned it around if he hadn't hit it.
The Tigers never get as close as 6 again. The final score, Kentucky 69, Auburn 57. The Tigers lose the game, but how about their confidence?
We're disappointed for now. You know, wake up tomorrow, that's a whole another different day. You have to be ready to live that day and be ready to win the next game that you play.
So the Auburn Tigers' time in this arena is done. The next time the Tigers take the court, it will be in the NCAA tournament. So the question now is, what kind of seed will Auburn get? And does it matter?
You know, the thing about it, one, is you don't have to play some of them others. If it plays out, you don't get them till the Final Four. You're a 2 seed, you're going to have to meet one of them somewhere, somehow, some way.
The Auburn Tigers will find out their seeding tomorrow evening. I'm Steve Johnson, News Channel 19 Sports at the Georgia Dome.
Thanks, boss. So who will Kentucky play in tomorrow's SEC title tilt? Well, we're going to answer that right now. Second semifinal matchup, Mississippi State and Arkansas. Hogs set to sizzle, but the Dogs frying some bacon early on. Off the miss, watch the full court heave right here. Tang Hamilton, breakaway jam. Arkansas would get cranking after that. Mr. Pat Bradley stops and pops three and keep the change. Tied at the end of regulation. We're going to overtime. Derek Hood, yes, I'll have to floss because I'm more like a boss player. Put back jam and happy birthday, Mamaw. Arkansas beats State 84-79. So there you have it. Kentucky and Arkansas set to go in tomorrow's championship game. The Arkansas Razorbacks have never won the SEC tourney. Sunday morning tip-off time is 11:30. Should be a good one. The top team in all the land looking to land in a conference final as well. And with a win this afternoon over NC State, the Duke Blue Devils would do just that. To Tobacco Road we go. Duke without leading scorer Trajan Langdon, the Alaskan assassin, out with a sprained foot. William Avery, the rhythm, the rip, the run, and the fun. 17-8 Duke. Second half, Avery to Elton Brand. Just a swangin'. Duke up by 10 now. Then NC State's Kenny Inge will go into the cameraman. And the cameraman waves the white flag and he surrenders. State surrenders as well. Duke blows them out 83-68. They'll play North Carolina tomorrow in the ACC final. Here's a look at the rest of today's college and NBA hoop action. Lots of action on the baseball diamond this Saturday afternoon. Let's start with Alabama Crimson Tide, fresh off yesterday's 14-3 pounding over Niagara. Today, the two teams at it again in T-Town. Moon pies all around. Everybody eat moon pies. Tide doing it and doing it well, scoring a season-high 19 runs. Scott McClanahan and Eric Smallwood with 3 hits each. McClanahan had 5 RBI. Antonio Bostic blasted a double and a triple, both in the 8th inning. Bama also collecting 13 walks. Manny Torres gets the win as the Tide improves to 11-4, waxing Niagara 19-2. Some high school hardball in Huntsville today as well. The Al Smith Memorial Tournament in full swing out at Butler High School. Rebs hosting Hazel Green in a great ball game. Freezing cold, everybody all bundled up. Butler's Joey Maples smacked the home run. I missed it, but look, that's Joey's mom. She chased down the ball, and she told me all about the home run, and she was happy. Maples on the mound now gets the Greens' Chris Cooper to pop up, and in the inning, Butler looking good, but Trojans, Derek Smith unconscious hurling, gets Darren Eubanks swinging, turns Chris Demisar into frozen pizza. Then Tony Childs for Butler. More frozen pizza. 3 in a row. Smith and Hazel Green all gassed up. Kid was on fire, tied at 7 after 6. Guy in the press box promised to call me with the scores. He didn't. I don't know, so unfortunately, you don't know either. Check out the rest of today's scores from around the baseball diamond. Local sports, and you can shake a stick at. The Grissom Tigers in a huge matchup this afternoon on the soccer field. 2 of the best teams in the state, toe-to-toe with John Carroll kicking on into town. Barbecue day at the Tigers Den. Everybody out for some good eats and soccer treats. A little wet and sloppy, wouldn't you say? Check out the slosh right here on the throw-in. 0-0 at halftime, but of course after I left, plenty of scoring naturally. Grissom wins 2-1. Chance Layton and Joel Bartlett scored for the Tigers. Grissom girls winners as well this afternoon, 5-1. To NASCAR now, good old boys in Las Vegas, where yesterday Bobby Labonte just ripped up the 1.5-mile oval. Labonte with a track record run of 170.643 miles per hour, capturing pole position for tomorrow's race. But first, Busch. Today's Busch race, 100 miles shorter, the Las Vegas 300. And look who it is, Grand Marshal Richard Petty, the king and his showgirls. Lap 60, Jeff Burton gets by Mark Martin for the lead. Jeff Gordon and Matt Kenseth battling out for 8th place. Then Martin blows by Mike Skinner, and Mark Martin goes on to take the checkered flag. Martin wins the Busch Las Vegas 300. Last but not least, big college football news. Alabama and Auburn won't be playing ball in Birmingham anymore. Alabama AD Bob Backrath has announced a deal that will move the annual Alabama-Auburn game to a home-and-home series. November 18th, year 2000, Auburn comes to Bryant-Denny for the first time in 99 years. In addition, Tennessee will also play in Tuscaloosa starting next season on October 23rd. Then again in 2001, Alabama has to pay the city of Birmingham $350,000 for each canceled game and play 4 non-league games, 1 in each season in Birmingham after the year 2000. So no more Iron Bowl for you and your Bama friends in Birmingham.
They'll still call it that, I think.
I'm sure they will.
I think so. Thanks a lot, Rob.
Sure.